One.
Hi guys, welcome to our Park Road project. So this is the 10-bed HMO in Moseley. We've just finished the shell and most of the windows are in. I think we've left two just so that we can get the materials in and out of the property. But what I'll do is we'll turn the camera around and Dan will talk you through it and he'll go into detail. Second.
Hello team, so our new development is that we now have to soundproof all the windows. So we got the survey back from our sound engineer and we're now building to quite a high specification in terms of the party walls in between each unit. One of the specifications is reducing the decibels from outside to inside. So to do this we're using acoustic foam and then we're having to insulate the bay and redo the bay window as well because it was basically very porous. You can see that these are looking like they're normal glass, but they're actually acoustic. So if you listen for the sound difference when we open them. So now you've got a nice quiet. Hopefully that demonstrates well on the video, but if not, take my word for it, there's a big reduction.
So was that unusual, the requirement?
No, it came in 2019. So all new HMOs, wherever you get planning, now have to adhere to Part E on the building regulations, which is soundproofing. And it's quite comprehensive. It's going to push the price of jobs up, if you get planning, exponentially, maybe an extra 15-20%, as well as all the material rises. So, but it's a long-term investment, as with these things, so it will pay dividends in the long run.
Lovely.
So I just want to show you some more of the glazing. So those two windows are going to get blocked up if we get planning, and if not, we'll keep them as they are, but we'll change those at the end. You see nice bright windows. That's what I really like about old houses, is that you have huge windows, because you just couldn't build them like this and make them viable by having these huge glass windows, where with these older houses they generally are a matter of course, so you're just replacing it, so the cost is a lot lower. Let's go upstairs and I'm going to show you the roof. So, as I mentioned previously, it's going to be a bit dark in here, but hopefully you can see. You've got these steels here that are going to prop up this concrete pad, because we're changing the roof, because there's a concrete slab here. So we've had to buy additional steels to strengthen it, and then change this from a ridge at the bottom there to a continuous rubber roof. If you just look up here, you can see how high the ridge is, and we've had to match it. So there's actually a lot of space in there. And then you go next door, and there's an absolute exponentially more space. You easily get a loft conversion in there and add a unit. And then let's go out to the roof. So this has been the main focus. If you just pan round and see the structure. Not me, pan round on the roof. So it's built out of 8x2. We've used just over 100 4.8 metre lengths. We've got the valleys. We've got the valleys for the gables. We've got a flat roof there. What we're doing now is putting the felt and the lath on, and we should have the roof done by the end of the month. We're away next week for a few days. But the guys are working sporadically to get the felt on, make it dry, and then we will be working on the internals. That is the shell done, completely done, and that's when we'll be doing the stud work, the flat roof. What are you pointing over there for?
Is it a flat roof?
Yeah, flat roof is done. So there's a rubber flat roof there, finished, done. We just need to tie it in with the existing house. So yeah, pretty pleased with it. We've got a bit of brickwork to do on the gable because the angles are a lot sharper than we envisaged, so we'll be adding more bricks to the gable there and there, and then also squaring it off because it's just off centre a little bit. But other than that, this is a pretty momentous stage. By the end of the month we'll be at stage 5 and then going into the second fix, the first fix internals, and then it'll be second fix, so really motoring along. Point to note is we've used special type of flooring because it's open to the elements, called P45. You don't want to use standard chipboard because it would absorb the water and that would blow and it needs to be redone. Where this can be basically solid like this and it's fine. And then we'll dry it out and this will be good. And a happy accident is that all the floors need to be wood chip with wood glue, but we just do that as a matter of course because I don't like creaking. But for the soundproofing, you also have to do this, which is so quite a nice find. The difference is we have to do it throughout the whole house as well, so that's an additional cost that wasn't foreseen. As well as our walls, instead of just going up to the roof, they have to go all the way up to the ridge, so there's no transfer of sound. So normally your walls would go up to the ceiling, but in this case we have to build the walls all the way up to the roof and use acoustic board, double board it just to get the soundproofing element correct, which is again double the boarding, but it is what it is, and this is what's demanded now for HMOs.
So what's the, if you want to tell everybody what room this is in the whole development?
So this here is the hallway, and you'll notice that we've got a little bit of space here because we've designed it to be a corridor where we can eventually go into 2 more units in the future if we can get planning, and the planning has been submitted. We're basically know we're going to get a failure, but then we're going to go to appeal and try and get the 2 extra units. Where 2 is standing now, this is going to be a unit. So roughly 10 square meters, an ensuite unit. And then where I'm standing, again here, 10 square meters. And then here, a corridor. And then encompassing this room, this will be a bit bigger than the others. This will be about 13 square meters because of the way we've designed it. We've got another unit where they've got the full surround of the facing of the scene. Yeah, it's looking good. I'll be doing a development tour mid-December if you want to come and take a look for yourself. We've got at that point,
is
the
that
roof
this
will be
property?
on. Yes.
Okay, cool.
At that point, the roof will be on. We'll be starting the internals. Maybe we will have front door and back door on so we can really close down the property, but you're going to see the shape of the rooms, the sizes of the room at that stage, and also how we're going to arrange the existing part of the house. So at that stage, it'll be a really good idea if you can come and take a look. If you're interested in these type of things, learn about the recent changes in development HMOs, because there are big ones, especially with the building regs Class E. Anything above 8 and above is going to be required soundproofing. We can talk about the studios, which ones are going to be studios. So we've got 4 studios in this property, as many as we can, and I recommend everyone to get as many studios as you possibly can, because just for the longevity, the rents, it's really worth it in the long term. And that is stage 5.
Okay, so what day in December is the development tour?
I don't know, whichever day I'm free. I've got parties near enough every weekend, so I'll think of one.
Okay, all right. I'll put it in the link anyway. Okay, guys, hopefully that's been helpful. See you guys next one. Bye.